Properties of angles, lesson 22 notes. More definitions. Go ahead, pause your video and get the definition of a transversal written down. What's typed in blue is already on your paper. You just need to write down what's typed in red. Okay, a transversal is a line, ray, or segment that intersects two or more coplanar lines, rays, or segments, each at a different point. Well, one word in that definition that you may not be familiar with is coplanar. Okay, you should know what a line, a ray, and a segment is, but coplanar might be something you're not familiar with. All right, coplanar, the best way for me to describe this is think of the floor. If you take your floor and extend it out in all directions, that would be a plane. It's like a big flat surface. It extends out in all directions. So these lines, rays, and segments have to be on that plane. So they have to be flat on that plane in order for them to be coplanar. So again, a transversal is a line, ray, or segment that intersects two or more coplanar lines, rays, or segment. So if I look at this figure here, line 1 is definitely a transversal because it cuts line 2 here and it cuts line 3 there. So it intersects both lines 2 and 3, making it a transversal. What about 2 and 3? Is 2 a transversal? Is 3 a transversal? Right now, if you look at this, the only thing you could tell is that it cuts line 2 intersects line 1 there. Line 3 intersects line 1 there. But do 2 and 3 intersect? Well, let's take a look at this. Remember, lines go on forever. So if I take line 2 and extend it out, let me see if I can do a better job of getting that in the middle. There we go. Oops. So there's line 2 extended. Put an arrow at the end. Line 3 extended. Put the arrow at that end. Do they eventually intersect? Yes. 2 and 3 are not parallel, so eventually they do intersect right here. So line 2 intersects both lines 1 and 3, and line 3 intersects both lines 1 and 2, making them also transversals. Therefore, in this figure, because the lines go on forever, they do eventually intersect. That makes each line in this figure a transversal. Well, we're going to be dealing with transversals that cut parallel lines. We're going to be dealing with transversals that cut parallel lines. All right, before we do that, we need to understand something. Okay. I have two parallel lines here. This would be outside of those parallel lines. So this would be exterior. Down here would also be outside of the parallel lines, making it exterior. And then in here would be between the parallel lines. So inside the parallel lines would be interior. So inside between, sorry, that looks like an N. Okay, between the two parallel lines is the interior, and outside of the parallel lines is the exterior. So interior and exterior. What we're going to be doing is working with parallel lines cut by transversal. So you need to understand the difference between interior and exterior. All right, go ahead, pause your video. Get everything that you see in this picture written down. Write down L, M, T. You could use your highlighter to shade between the two parallel lines. These two lines right here, that means parallel. Get everything that you see written down. Okay. That's going to be it for this video. I'm going to go to the next video to explain what alternate interior, alternate exterior, and same side interior, same side exterior, and so forth. So if you have any questions so far on transversals, please let me know.